Hello friends, welcome to another weekly top-down analysis video on the gold and GJ. So as usual, we are going to start our analysis with gold monthly time frame, and then we'll go down to lower time frames, weekly, daily, 4 hour and 30 minutes. So in the 30 minutes, we will also talk about some intraday and scalping setups as well. So we are going to start with the gold monthly time frame. And now on the gold, we can see that we have this rejection area. So we can see that we have this rejection area where the candle rejected, and at the same time we created this resistance, then we created another resistance, and now we have this support and this support. So we can also see that we have this last monthly candle closed bearish below this support. So now there is a potential for the candle, the next monthly candle to create the top wick and keep going down to the next support, which is right here. Also, the problem with the last monthly candle is we do not have the bottom wick on that monthly candle. So when we don't have a bottom wick on the bearish candle, then there is a pretty low probability for the next candle to go down. So anyways, we'll see what happens. So now let's try to see. So basically what I'm anticipating on this candle, we have this support, we have this another support. So the next candle can make some kind of a top wick and keep going down to the next support. And if we get the next monthly candle close below the support, then there is a more range to go down. So as we can see, we have more range to go down to these supports and these supports. So that is something on the monthly time frame. Now let's go to a weekly time frame to find out what is happening on the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, it seems like the price is bearish because we are making lower lows and lower highs. So we can see that we created a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. And right now the price has broken the previous low, basically created a new low. So now the probability is price may come up to create a resistance to go down, basically to retest this support and more support right here. So that is something on the weekly time frame. Also, there is one more probability that if we create support here, because we can see the last weekly candle also don't have the bottom wick, so there is a less probability for the price to go down. So if we create a support here, we can come up, and if we create a resistance into this area, then there is again a pretty high probability for the price to go down. And again, if we close below this support, there is more range to go down. Also, we can see that we have clean range on the left hand side. So that is something on the weekly time frame. Now let's see what is happening on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we can see that the price is bearish because we are making lower lows and lower highs. So we can see that we created a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and right now we broke the previous low, created a new low. Right now there is a probability price may come up to create a resistance and go down and retest the previous low. That is something on the daily time frame. Now let's see what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame as well, we can see that the price is bearish because we are making lower lows and lower highs. So this was the support price, broke below, created a resistance, and then we broke the previous support, created a new low. So now there is a higher probability price is going to come up to create a resistance to go down and retest the previous low. That is something on the 4-hour. Now let's see what we can see on the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame is also pretty bearish because we are making lower lows and lower highs. So we created a low, lower high, lower low, and the price just trickling up to the upside but stayed below the previous resistance, and basically we create a lower high, and then broke previous support, previous low, create this new low. And right now I'm anticipating the price to come up to create resistance maybe into this area or into this previous support resistance area, or maybe into this area, or maybe into this area. So we can find resistance anywhere in this area to go down to retest the previous low. So that is something I'm anticipating on the 30-minute time frame. Now let's go to our second pair, which is GJ, and let's see what is happening on the GJ. Now again, we are going to start with the monthly time frame, and GJ looks pretty bearish on the month, pretty bullish on the monthly time frame. So we can see that price created a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and we created high. So we are pretty bullish on the monthly time frame. At the same time, we can see that we have this we basically had this support, and the last monthly candle closed bearish below this support. So now we have this wick to fill, and we have more clean range to the downside also, because we are bullish. So now there is a probability for the price to come down, to create, basically make a retracement, to find support, to go to the upside. So that is something on the monthly time frame on the GJ. Now let's see what is happening on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we look bullish. So we can see that we created a high, higher low, higher high, and higher low. So we are bullish on the weekly time frame. But at the same time, we can see that on the monthly, we anticipated the price to go down, because we closed the monthly candle below the support. So right now, we can see that we have this support, and we have this resistance. So here we can see that we had this resistance, and we had this support, and now we have the last weekly candle close bullish, but we stayed below this resistance. So what can happen here is that if we find resistance, suppose we go a little bit higher, maybe into, we suppose we go a little bit higher into this area, and there we find resistance, like a bearish candle closure at the previous resistance area, then there is going to be pretty high probability for the price to go down. And if somehow we close below this support, then we have more clean range until this wick fill, and there is more clean range to the left hand side. So in that situation, there will be pretty high probability for the price to kind of go to the downside. So that is something on the weekly time frame. Now let's see what is happening on the daily time frame. So on the daily, we can see that right now the price is making kind of lower low and lower high. So we look bearish on the daily time frame. So we created a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And right now there is a probability price is going to come up and find some kind of resistance in this previous support and resistance area to go down. So what I'm anticipating here, I'm anticipating the price to come little bit higher into, maybe into this area, and then find some resistance. Once we find the resistance, I see a pretty high probability for the price to go down. And if we close below this support, then there is a higher probability for the price to go down. As we can see that we have more clean range on the left hand side. So that is something on the daily time frame. Now let's see what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame is also very bearish, because we are making lower lows and lower highs. So we can see that we created a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and lower high. So right now there is a probability, higher probability price is going to go down to reach the previous low. So also, if we can see more closely, we can see that this is a level, this is a kind of a strong support level, and we are currently trading below this level. Also, there is one more level, which is right here, right? So we could see that the last time we closed below this level, we made a move, close below this level, we rejected to the downside. So right now, if we get a 4-hour candle close below this level, I see a pretty high probability for the price to go down. Also, we can see that we have clean range to the left hand side. So if we get some kind of candle closure on the 4-hour time frame below this level, then I see a pretty high probability for the price to go down to this level. So that is something on the 4-hour time frame. Now let's see what is happening on the 30-minute time frame. So now, as we can see from on all higher time frames, 4-hour, daily, weekly, and monthly, we are anticipating the price to go down. So now on the 30-minute time frame, we can see that this is a pretty strong support, where support, 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 and we have the next support right into these areas. So on the 4-hour, we anticipate the price to go down, and so same thing if we have here, and like if we get a candle close below this strong support, so now I anticipate the price to go down to the next support also, because we have pretty clean range on the left hand side. And now I'm anticipating this bearish move, because all higher time frames are bearish: 4-hour, daily, weekly, monthly. on all higher time frames, we are anticipating the price to go down, and using that information on the 30-minute time frame to find a trading setup. That is something I'm looking on 30-minute. Now, if we miss this move, then what we can wait for, so basically we can wait for pullback, right? Because everything is bearish. So again, we can wait for the pullback, and for the price to come into this strong area and kind of a break and retest. So again, if we get a bearish candle closure in this area, we can anticipate the price to go down and retest this low. So that is something I'm anticipating on the gold and the GJ. And also, this was the analysis from the monthly to the 30-minute time frame on the gold and GJ. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you really did like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel in order to support the channel and YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much. See you in the video.